If you support your friends with positivity, I'm going to tell you, you're probably creating more disconnect than you are creating connection. Bear with me and let me explain. I've always been a person who tended toward helping people to find solutions and more positive, uplifting messages. But what I ended up doing was creating disconnection in my relationships. And here's why. When you are in a relationship with someone and they bring something vulnerable, negative, difficult, like I'm feeling really lonely these days, or I'm just having a really hard day, that person is actually putting out a bid for connection. And it's a pretty vulnerable thing for that person to do. They are trying to connect with you. When you feel uncomfortable with that, the natural inclination is going to be to try to make them feel better. Or maybe it's just your natural inclination to be more of a positive person. So you might say something to a person who says that they're feeling really lonely. You might say, well, maybe you should just get out more. Or the person who says, I'm having a really bad day, you might say something like, but it's so sunny out. It's such a beautiful day. Or if they say something like, that they're feeling really ugly, and you say something, but you're so beautiful. See, it misses the mark because that person is feeling the feeling of like the resonance of negativity at that moment, or pain in that moment, or challenge in that moment, and they just want to be seen. And when you come in with some type of rationalization or a solution, they're not seen. You're meeting them here and they're here and you're not seeing them. So what really is called for in that situation first is to have a bit of empathy, to just see them where they are. Like, yeah, that's hard. I see it. I see that that's really tough. Or I know sometimes life can be really hard. Or you want to tell me more about that? Like, what's going on? Or how's that feel for you? Allow them the space to be able to share with you. Create the connection first. Then you might want to say something like, are you open to brainstorming about ideas for what you can, do to make it better, or something like that? Or perhaps at that point you just feel so close and connected that you don't need to do that anymore. Because most of us know the positivity messages. The problem is that at that moment, we're just not there. We just need a moment to be where we are, feeling what we feel, and then moving through it. So that's why I think that, I probably cut off a lot of relationships with my positivity in the past.